All right, I got my little camera out here again. I'll show it to you in a moment. We're going to go behind the scenes here in 1 minute. I'll turn this thing on, and you can watch us do the show behind the scenes.
But do both. That's really the best viewing experience. Watch us on TV and see us here behind the scenes.
Is that the best experience? Maybe if I move this giant cup, you can see me better.
I think so.
Yes, it is.
All right. So we still haven't heard from Aton. So you'll just handle sports.
We can do it.
Okay. And Doc said he gave you 4 syringes.
And I gave them back.
To him.
Yeah.
To give to me?
No,
change the plan.
I changed the plan.
Okay.
I talked to the guy. He's going to bring in 999 red grapes, and one will have seeds in it, and that'll be the difference. So you can still look at them.
Okay.
But if you bite into seeds, you're dead.
Wow. All right.
But if you don't bite into seeds, you get $100,000.
And now it's going to be pushed back like 2 days.
No, I'm doing it today.
Oh, okay. Well,
you said you want to do it today. So
no, I did not say I wanted to do it today. I just said I'm not. Tomorrow will be impossible.
You want to be a part
Wednesday
of it.
could work. Any other day.
Let's just get it over with today.
Okay.
So today.
Yeah.
Okay.
7:30.
I swore you said Wednesday.
All right.
I did, but okay. Maybe
See behind the scenes.
I'll just show you the text.
It's
thread.
fine. I just did not get the latest memo. Everything's great.
Because
Brandon Graham is going to be here in the studio.
That's right.
So excited.
I've been going back and forth all morning long
I see.
with this.
And you love that.
Yes, and so when you said yes, I'd like to be a part of it, so we're going to do it today.
Okay.
It's going to be awesome. It's going to be the best. Here's Sue at 7:02.
Yep.
Best show ever. This is it. Good day, Philadelphia. Certainly excellent weather. I don't know why I made it a 9 out of 10, but I did. Anyway, Kate May, one of the, or 2 of the, or 3 of the gorgeous Victorian
My country
houses
to
that
the
I'm so famous for. Starting off in sunshine on this Monday morning. So yeah, I did go with a 9 out of 10 today. We got lots of sunshine. But it's going to be really nice, just like yesterday was. So Step Buddy is smiling about that. The fact that it's Nutty Fudge Day, 50s out there now, 80s later on. So don't forget those shades and the sunscreen. 60 degrees at the moment in the city. A couple other temperatures to show you. Trenton's at 56, 55 in Reading, 58 in Atlantic City, 57 in Millville, and the weather ONAC. Yesterday was 82 degrees, well above the average. Let's see where we're headed today. Should be close to 80 by lunchtime, about 1 in the afternoon, and then 82 for a high temperature later on today. And as we told you, the Phillies have a game tonight. They're back home after that late game yesterday, so I hope they got some sleep. Anyway, 80 degrees when the game begins. Bob Kelly, this will be a great night at the bank.
You guys sound
Win
good.
again.
Well, let's go. Yeah, Phillies are welcome them home. Going to be a good night. TikTok 7 o'clock. Good morning as well. Here's a lot look at the Delaware Memorial Bridge. So far, so good. No problems across the span. Keep in mind, we got that construction on the Commodore Barry. Now, coming back from the shore, what a beautiful weekend it was. If you were down there, an accident here north on the freeway, approaching the ramps to get onto the Ben Franklin Bridge in 676. So that's slowing us down just a little bit. Accident here in King of Prussia. It's the westbound Schuylkill Expressway off ramp to 202. Sharp curve here. Got 2 cars off onto the grass. And then a slow go. Coming out of South Philadelphia, we had an earlier accident west on the Schuylkill right near University. Now we got a crash on the Blue Route. This is 476 southbound Jam-O all the way down to McDade Boulevard. So that's going to impact folks trying to get to 95 and, of course, getting to the airport. Mass transit, except had a rough weekend, and it's kind of rolling again this morning. The airport line had to cancel a train, 30-minute delays. Warminster line, 15-minute delays. And a bunch of delays on the bus and trolleys as we typically have, and 14 delays down at the airport, and 3 cancellations at Philly International. Mike, now it's back over to you.
All right, back to this story. Police searching for a gunman who shot 3 teenagers and an adult woman on a SEPTA bus. Greg, where'd this start? Again, started with a fight.
Fight on a Route 15 SEPTA bus. And I mean, this is the second time, Mike and Alex, that this has actually occurred this year.
Stay
on
off
a
the
Route
15
SEPTA bus. And I mean, at this point in time, police, they are trying to track down the suspect involved in this case. Now, take a look at your screen right now. This is video from over the weekend of this most recent shooting that had occurred. Now, police say Saturday evening, just after 6:15, an argument broke out between a man and a group of juveniles on the Route 15 SEPTA bus near 33rd and Girard Avenue. A man pulled out a gun, began firing at the group of juveniles, and then fled. Officers arrived on scene to 4 people suffering from gunshot wounds, a 14-year-old boy, 2 16-year-old boys, and a 39-year-old woman. The 3 juvenile victims were taken to an area hospital and are in stable condition. Meanwhile, the woman was treated on scene. Philadelphia police and SEPTA detectives are reviewing surveillance to determine the identity of the shooter, but they do believe the suspect is a man in his 40s. Now, we spoke with people in the area about the shooting, and they encourage people to be more mindful about the way they settle disputes.
If you got something to handle against somebody, don't do it in a public service. Public transportation for people that get off work, they trying to get home, people trying to get to the kids, trying to get to families. Just like
How y'all doing? Did y'all have a good Mother's Day?
mind your manners and
I
stay
did.
respectful to everybody
Lovely.
that's you around. Because
If you want
never
to
know
comment,
what
go
other
to
days
our
might
Fox 29 Philly YouTube and look at the behind the scenes there, and then you can comment so we can see that and respond. Just so you know.
Near 40th and Gerard, when one of the juveniles got off the bus and began shooting, killing 15-year-old Zakir Whitfield.
He's been on our
17-year-old
show, or I
suspect was
certainly have
arrested
met
in that
him.
case. And the DA's office says that they will be
horrible.
holding a press conference today
Absolutely
to talk about the different
violence
violence
is
that happened
just
over the weekend and
too
updating,
much.
giving updated
Don't
information
have
in
loaded-
regards to those cases. So
Don't have guns.
we are
Probably
most
should have
likely
guns.
Yeah.
expecting that this SEPTA bus shooting will be one of those that they'll be talking about. Mike and Alex.
All right. Well, let's keep it going here at 7:06.
Because this story so many people are reacting to as well. A teenager charged with murder after shooting and killing a 12-year-old boy inside of an East Germantown home. Police say 3 teenagers were filming a music video with guns on Saturday afternoon when one of the guns accidentally went off, killing 12-year-old Ethan Parker. They say a 17-year-old who was inside the home at the time of the incident was identified as the shooter. The teen was charged with third-degree murder yesterday, and police have not released the identity of the 17-year-old at this time. In Gloucester County, 2 people were killed in a house fire in Washington Township, and Ellen is live with the latest. Question for you. Did we show a picture? Because on the internet we have a photo. So I don't know why we're not, why on our website we have the photo, but on the story we don't.
Of the 12-year-old?
I think it's the 12 for the victim,
Wow.
yes. See, look.
Oh, yeah, there he is.
So I don't, that didn't show up when I was reading. Rose, do you think we could show the photo? We have it on our front page of our website.
This is the 12-year-old.
Okay. Just so we can show poor kid.
People thought it was an explosion because they say they felt rumblings
Humanizes.
almost a block away. But Tom Gilbert, he's the chief detective with
Is
the
Tom
Gloucester
alive and still
County
in here?
Prosecutor's Office. He told me
Tom!
at the scene yesterday it was not an explosion.
He was just
the way
standing
we
over there.
normally think
I know
of
there's supposed to be
one.
a different schedule today, but I couldn't read
Are you
it.
talking about the after show?
Yes.
I can't figure it out. Thomas
It
is
looked all weird.
Yeah, it was all messed up.
But neighbors and friends,
I believe I'm in there every day.
and everyone out here is just
Do you need something, Mike?
so
No,
Oh.
thank you. I was yelling for Tom Lyle.
Oh, I thought you said Rob. Sorry.
Did yours look like this when you were trying to see
Yeah,
it?
yeah.
So,
And
just
the
tell
funeral
them.
was very, very serious what happened. And it burned in minutes.
Who's a good guy?
I think I'm in there today.
I can't tell. It's so all over the place. Sorry.
If I was the producer of that after show, I would promote Kathy being on today.
Melody said like 2 teens at the dinner table ignoring their parents. I don't know if that's in reference to dear. Australia's checking in. Hello. Dover, Delaware checking in.
Tell me more about Australia.
Someone says, looks like someone's got a case of the Mondays. Him or me?
Who, me? It's probably me, which I do.
Use the case of the Mondays every day.
Every day's Monday.
Going to have autopsies done on both victims to see if they can get any more information about exactly how all this happened. So facts.
All right. Was there an explosion? Was there not? Was the fire set? Was it not? That's why they're investigating this as a criminal case.
So hopefully those questions will be answered soon.
Yeah. All right, 7:10.
Hamas has announced plans to release Aiden Alexander, the 21-year-old Israeli-American soldier, is the last known living American hostage in Gaza. He is from New Jersey, Bergen County. He has been held captive in Gaza since the October 7th Hamas attack in southern Israel. His release is expected by tomorrow as part of efforts to establish a ceasefire and resume humanitarian aid deliveries.
Yeah, he's from Tenafly. Oh, hopefully good news today.
7:10. Both the U.S. and China have agreed to scale back their tariffs for at least 90 days.
Doug, tell us the details on this one. Yeah.
We made this big enough.
Saw you and then you disappeared.
Breaking news this morning. With U.S. ports slowing
This is the
down
same guy that
and
couldn't explain a
shortages of
tariff.
store shelves, the U.S. team announced a breakthrough.
We have reached an agreement on a 90-day pause.
A 90-day pause on tariffs that had all but shut down trade between the U.S. and China. This deal lowers
There
US
goes the
tariffs on
stock
Chinese
market.
goods
It'll
from
blast up.
125 to 30%. The tariffs from China on U.S. goods dropped from 125% to 10%.
Solving a problem we created. All right.
To have a positive conversation with the Chinese.
President Trump has long championed tariffs, especially with China, to help even the global playing field. But his moves have fueled inflation and recession fears. As talks progressed through the weekend, Democrats remained skeptical.
Sure, I'm glad they're talking, but they have assessed 10% to 25% on our allies, the very people that we would need, our friends and allies, in order to deal with China. So to me, they've been approaching this all upside down.
But much will depend on both countries following through in the weeks ahead.
You have to have, as Reagan used to say, trust but verify. So they might write down a deal on a piece of paper and sign it, but you have to make sure that it is enforced and that they don't cheat.
Okay, right now, Dow futures are up over 1,000. That's not a number that you see very often. So this is a pretty quick reaction. Overnight, you've got the markets breathing this sigh of relief, but this is just a temporary deal as the talks continue.
Yeah, you knew the markets would explode on that news for sure. Doug, we'll see you again tomorrow. 7:12.
The Menendez brothers are expected to be in court tomorrow for proceedings in their resentencing case. During a hearing on Friday, the court also heard details from an assessment conducted by the state parole board that found that the brothers pose a moderate risk to reoffending. This is due to a series of violations that they both committed as recently as January of this year. What are the offenses? Well, they include smuggling cell phones into prison, and Eric was allegedly dealing drugs and helping inmates cheat on their taxes.
Well, now.
When you should be on the best behavior, why would you violate the
Sorry,
rules
Tom.
of prison and
That's like, Shawshank Redemption.
This is not the cell phone, when you say smuggling in, the cell phone violations were known. I was the one who called the previous DA and said, there's a cell phone violation.
The brothers have served 35 years in prison and will be immediately eligible for parole if resentenced. A hearing before the parole board is scheduled for June 13th.
Okay, let's punch up a shot from our camera there in Vatican City. You know that shot by now. Pope Leo the 14th celebrated his first Sunday Mass as Pope yesterday. Well, he called for peace. Here's a quote. I carry in my heart the sufferings of the beloved Ukrainian people. I am deeply saddened by what is happening in the Gaza Strip. May the fire cease immediately. In other words, he's calling for a ceasefire. More than 100,000 people were crammed into the square to hear Pope Leo's first message. Well, one of the first.
Yeah. And also, the brothers have been quite active. I've been seeing a lot of clips of interviews of the brothers talking about him. And
Well, papal security will get to those guys and tell them.
well, there was one where the camera was on, and the Pope, his brother, called and he picked up while the cameras were on, and he was like, he started out fresh out the gate. Why are you not picking up my phone?
That's what the Pope said.
Yeah, that's what
Hey,
the Pope said.
The Pope's calling. Why aren't you picking up the phone? I'm in the middle of an interview.
Yeah, so it's like the Pope. He's just like
Bob.
us, annoyed that his brother won't pick up.
Yeah. Well, okay, it's 7:15 here, Sue.
It's another beautiful start to the day, but a warning.
So just a heads up, these are the Phillies mental health awareness
probably at
t-shirts.
some
They're
point
going to talk about them.
Yeah.
Yeah, because I don't know.
Maybe Saturday.
All right.
We had some unsettled weather on but not today. There it is.
The thing you said, do you know how it looks for us?
Carolina.
Got messed up. Yeah, but
I can't make it out. So I don't know if there's a way you can screenshot it, because I'm confused.
yeah, I can.
Just tell me where to be.
You should be good for today. There's newsroom. You're co-hosting podcast studio with Karen's hosting and Kathy Romano's here.
Right.
She's going to be here all week. Now, initially it was Tuesday and Friday, but she called me last night.
Yeah.
So she'll be the third. But
Okay.
I don't want to leave her, so, by herself today. So.
Right.
Of course, you guys know Kathy Romano, Preston and Steve. She's going to be here today.
All week. And then not added.
Oh, all week, sorry.
So Karen is Thomas.
Karen's Thomas.
Okay.
So you just go and.
What about Karen Thomas?
Can you just tell me what my days are? 'Cause
Yeah,
is
I
it-
will get it for you, and I'll send
Can
you
this,
your own.
is this different now since she's doing Friday?
Oh, look out. It's
Like,
I'll get you. I'll send it on you.
Thomas is gone all week.
I noticed it when I was driving.
Not here.
You might not be able to see.
Karen's hosting all week.
No.
Oh, Thomas is back.
Thomas is back just one day tomorrow, so then I have Jen a couple days, I have this, and I don't have Sue at all this week, which is a training thing.
Just tell me where
Good
to
morning,
be.
everybody. You know, I don't know
And here's the other unfortunate thing for you too. I was just asked to be Anthony Mercado.
27th and South Street.
Apparently
Are you going to do it?
I'll do it.
Want to be at Cam 10 or?
If I don't
that's
mind
like
being here.
it's soon.
7:45, yeah. I can talk sport, and I said
We just didn't
something.
know.
I just found out what's up. That's why I left. I just set something up with Rose. There's this thing called NBA Tankathon.
The who?
It's called the NBA Tankathon. It's a website you can simulate the lottery. So I'll
Okay.
offer that doing it, and we explain what that is.
Do you know anybody besides Cooper Flagg who would
Well,
want?
there's two guys from Rutgers, Ace Bailey and Dylan Harper, who are top three. So we
Two
have
other
video
what?
of them.
What'd you say?
Right at McDade.
Say it again?
That's going to cause delays trying to get down to 95 and again
Got
heading to the airport. Out here in King of Prussia, accidental westbound ramp from the Schuylkill to go north on 202. Little fender bender, a couple of guys off into the grass and jammed up. If you're coming back from the shore this morning, what a great weekend it was down there, but there's an accident here north on the freeway as you approach the Ben Franklin Bridge ramps. And set their running with delays after a rough weekend at the airport line.
Sweating.
Had to cancel a train, 30-minute delays there. Warminster, 15-minute delays.
Is there
A bunch of
details
bus
about it?
Trolleys
No.
because of the
Okay.
ongoing
Great.
lack of drivers. Mike, then I'll expect over to you.
How about those Phillies? They stayed hot. I mean, they had a bad game Friday, but they bounced back Saturday and Sunday.
Yeah. So they are back home, and they won 5 of their 6 games on the road. Zach Wheeler pitched to Jim, and Kyle Schwarber provided the offense. Schwarber had 2 home runs last night.
Yeah.
He's tied for the major league lead with 14 homers. He's also extended his on-base streak to 46 games, moving him into 4th on the Phillies' all-time list. So today they take on the Cardinals at home tonight at 6:45, and Sue's been talking about how lovely it's going to be,
Yep.
weather-wise.
Yep. He's up to 46 times getting on base. That, of course, goes back to last year, obviously, 46 times. We haven't played that many games. But, man, he provided all the offense.
Did you see Jose Alvarado, what he did for Mother's Day?
What do you do?
He was called to the mound on Sunday. He didn't waste that opportunity to share a Mother's Day message for his mom.
Home, we've got a chance to see it. You can zoom in. Look at that. Alvarado wearing on his lid a message to mom.
Happy Mother's Day. I love Mom. Aw.
Well, I've never seen that before.
I love that.
I really like it.
What a way to get brownie points.
And then he was fined $100,000 for defacing the.
I was just going to say, probably was fine.
Really? But he get fined for that?
No,
I mean, he could probably pay it, but...
I hope not. Please don't.
Did you notice, though, since you're having this debate, he did the apostrophe S. Since you're wondering
Oh,
which way
yeah.
to do the Mother's Day,
Yeah.
he opted for that one. So.
Which is certainly valid. It is their day, possessive.
And he's thinking probably a particular mother, so it's Mother's Day.
Instead of just all Anyway.
He's talking about his mom.
Please don't fine him for that. You see, you're supposed to be kind of uniform.
Yes.
And stuff.
Just like in football, the different cleats and stuff.
Yeah.
You're fine for wearing
Yeah. The I almost made it.
Sorry.
The Phillies are showing their support for Mental Health Awareness Month. How?
So today they will be wearing these shirts that you see in front of us here during batting practice that say "Never Fightin' Alone." Players at the minor league clubs will be wearing the shirts tomorrow also to support. But see, this is the front and this is the back for mental health awareness. Strike out the stigma. I like that.
Yeah, and they didn't go with Phillies red. They went green to make the point, I believe.
Maybe that's the color.
Yes. There you go. So watch for that during batting practice. A lot of people go out there early in the game, especially because it's going to be so nice as we play the Cardinals tonight. So look for those shirts. Have you seen this online or maybe even in person? Oh, this is great. An artist in Philadelphia made this special for above his front door.
Wow.
I guess that should be maybe the back door. We'll show it to you. I'll tell you where it is in case you want to swing by and look at it. I saw it.
Oops.
Alex has an eating disorder.
Stop it.
It's called, she eats popcorn every day and drops 1 out of 3 into her lap or on the floor. It's very weird. Maybe it's because the
Why am I
crumbs
doing
are,
something bad?
are small.
Oh.
Who are you talking to?
Di was informing me that I'm being recorded.
You're being recorded?
Yes. Right now.
Well, yeah.
Yeah. Which means that's probably
No.
act better.
No. This is what we do.
This is what we do. This is how we do it.
Oh, God.
Na 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 na. Na 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 na.
Who sang that song?
This is how we do it. It's Friday night and I feel alright. The party's here in the studio. Designated driver got the keys to my truck. Feel so good on good day tonight or this morning.
God.
Oh, it's not that bad.
What'd your parents do with the money?
The money for what?
Your singing lessons.
Oh, I actually used to sing, and I only had
You
one
did?
recital. Yeah, I had singing lessons.
And then you went to an alto.
I had one recital, and guess what I had to sing at recital?
Let's see
I've told
here.
you this before.
You have? Oh, this is Alex Holly trivia.
Yes!
What did you have to sing?
It's
What age? Around what grade?
It doesn't matter because it's an older. It's from a movie, an older movie, so it wouldn't matter what grade it is.
I'll honestly love you.
No. Edelweiss. Edelweiss. Y'all know what that's from? What movie? Say it in the comments and see if you can guess. You know.
Stand by, we back.
Yeah, the sound.
Ah! The whole point is that he just
The
gave you a big hint.
The sound of what's the opposite of music?
It's your song.
I know, Killer Baby.
I don't.
I ain't no killer, baby. Baby.
You say no. You're supposed to say I'm vanilla, baby.
I'm vanilla, baby.
That's right.
It's not all chalk. I mean, not all vanilla. What am I saying? I have no idea.
Oh, but you are wearing chocolate today.
Oh, I got chocolate. Yeah.
Oh, he's got it.
A local something. A local man, maybe?
Exactly what you said.
A man. A local man. Anyway, he made the stained glass entryway to the front door of his house. There it is. Isn't it cool? You know that play.
Of course, it's Saquon Barkley inspired and made by Greg Stephan Studios. The artist says he got permission from the NFL to work on the project. Wow.
Whoa.
Yeah, that's official. So it's located on the 2100 block of Pratt Street in Frankfurt. I have a feeling.
That is a house. Yes.
Yes. Oh, what did I say?
I don't know what you said. But
Okay, we're telling you where the studios are located, not where the house is located. The studios is where they made it. Is that, Rose, what you're saying? Okay.
well, I don't care about
Producer
that.
just wanted to make
I want to
sure.
go see it. What's the address
Well,
of
we
the
can't
house?
just be giving out someone's home address.
I guess not. I bet our viewers know where that is.
I bet we're going to see more requests for that.
Yeah.
That's dedication.
Not that we
right
want
there.
to clog their block with looky-loos, as they say. As the school year comes to an end, we are celebrating the seniors. And this, oh, look at the graphic. Senior selfies is what we're looking for. Probably majority of them are not going to be selfies, I wouldn't think, but pictures of your graduate.
We'll take all kinds. As long as you took the photo, we'll take it.
Yeah.
It's a little different than usual. Instead of just tweeting it to us or sending it to us in DM, please don't do that.
Okay, what do I need to do?
You need to go to fox29.com/upload and then do what it says to do. Fill out the information.
Can I just put it from my gallery? Is that okay?
As long as you took it, yeah.
Yeah, I
just
did
upload.
take it.
So then
I took it.
Put your name, the email, I think it's his phone number. If we scroll up, I can't see it anymore. Well, once we scroll down, you'll see the boxes where you can, there we go. And then comment. And just you can say, who they are and who's graduating and, how proud you are. And then we'll say it on TV.
And if you could include your social security number and your
credit card information. Just kidding.
No.
It'll look like this. So this one, we have an honor society graduate. Very nice.
Summa
BS in nursing.
Cum laude.
From Jefferson University.
That's a good school. Well, all right
Great
then.
photo.
Yeah.
We love it.
Mm-hmm. Well, it didn't get much better at Newark Airport over the weekend, did it?
Sure didn't.
Stack 'em up.
More delays and cancellations throughout the weekend as officials blame it on another telecommunications issue.
Blame it on Philly every time.
Listen, people have vacations coming up. Like, we don't want to see this happening. Get it together.
Wouldn't you know it'd be us?
It's always us.
Where's the 12-5 break?
That couldn't be more of a cluttered graphic.
Well, you got to get the sponsor in.
No, I don't mind that. It's just, God, that's a busy looking screen.
Still thinking about switching? Larry Krasner's job is to keep us sane. But Krasner let this sex offender out on bail.
Dismembered remains found in U-Haul truck.
Because he's got out too.
A woman robbed and sexually assaulted a man who was recently exonerated for murder is now wanted in a deadly shooting.
All about aggravated assaults with guns. Reset.
Y'all have inspired me.
Because Krasner was
Want to just sing a little bit from one of my favorites?
Yes.
That's Howard?
Hey, Phil, come on. Butterfly in the sky.
It's in a book.
Oh, God. Nice.
He was a great commencement speaker.
Who is it?
LeVar Burton. You don't remember Reading Rainbow?
Yeah, I know. Yeah.
That's the song he was singing. Butterfly in the sky. I'm in a singing mood today, apparently.
Isn't he Kuzi Kinte?
Yes.
Yeah.
Did you know, I learned a lot about LeVar Burton, he shared in his speech. That was his first ever audition.
Yes.
Okay, well, I didn't know that.
No, he's
yes.
Well, he was a
Excuse
child.
me. Well, they're child actors, so he could have had other auditions.
Do
before
you know that he keeps the chains that he wore in that film?
He did not
above
mention
his, Above his
Bed.
15 seconds back.
Above his bed. No. Above his mantelpiece with all 500 Emmys that he's won.
Yeah, he has won like 200 Emmys, I believe.
All right, we are back.
He might have you beat, which is shocking.
Well, it's kind of the same, you know. BG on GD. Brandon Graham on Good Day is what I'm trying to say. He's going to tell us about his new children's book he wrote and why it was so important to him. Isn't it nice looking? BG's ABC.
It's great. You gonna make a song for it? Is that what it is?
I'll have something put together by the time he gets in here.
Okay.
But he's on his way in, so.
Yeah, you better hurry up.
I'll hurry. Here's Sue at 7:30.
All right, we're going to take your book and read outside today because it's going to be another gorgeous afternoon.